Next day I forget it. What's poppin', my LillyPops? Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. I know that I typically share inexpensive DIYs on my channel that I make in my kitchen and everything like that, but there have been a few times that I've shared some store-bought products with you all on my channel. I think the first ever store-bought product that I shared with you all was Carol's Daughter, and then the next one was probably Mielle Organic. So today I'm going to be getting into how I actually feel about Mielle Organics today. And I'm just telling you guys off rip, me don't have nothing nice to say, okay? So let's pop off. With the first product that I ever used from Mielle was their curl smoothie, and the curl smoothie stood out to me because I have like 4B curls. I consider them 4B, I'm not even sure at this point, but I had never really used a product to work on defining my curls. That's just never one of the things that I've really done as a natural, as far as like getting like a styling gel, a coiling custard or something like that. That's never really been my MO. I've always just focused on like moisturizing and stuff. So I was like, okay, let me get a bit into figuring out what's going to make my hair like look good, curls popping, all of that stuff. So I use their curl smoothie, and I'm not going to lie to you, I like the curl smoothie. It's very lightweight. It didn't leave residue behind in my hair. I've used it as a single product when using it before, no residue. I've also used it with oil, no residue left behind. So I have nothing bad to say here. However, when it comes to this leave-in conditioner, I'm hoping this will zoom in, I really was not impressed. It does not have long-term moisturizing benefits for the hair. It personally left my hair very dry, which is something that is extremely weird for me because I'm not a natural that actually struggles with dry hair. If anything, I lean more towards the end of over moisturizing my hair. And so to actually have a product dry out my hair was very shocking for me. So it honestly just was not a good experience. I just felt like it coated the hair strands and didn't actually penetrate the hair strand. Another thing to mention, so I actually don't have the larger box with me right now because I gave away all of my Mielle products, well, for the most part. Because I like the curl smoothie, I kept the curl smoothie, and this is actually a new bottle because I'm going to continue to use this. And this is like leave-in conditioner that I had left behind. I just didn't toss it. But if you watched my previous video where I showed you guys how I applied hair color wax to my hair in that goldish color, I actually let you guys know in that video that I was working with Mielle like to review their products and do social media content for them in exchange for them sending me an entire product line of my choice. And I was not geared to give a specific review of the products. It was just review the products, commit to posting content for certain days, and that's what I did. So that was the exchange there. And all of the products that I received in that box, I actually gave them away to my mom because I do not really like the product line. I just decided that it was no benefit for me to keep them, so I gave all of those things away. It included the shampoo. I found it to be stripping to my hair. The conditioner didn't have long-lasting conditioning effects. There was like a twisting or a curl custard as well that is way too thick for my low porosity hair. And then also there was a curl refresher spray that was a bit like residue-ish for me. I just felt the residue on my curls after using it, so I gave that away to my mom. Quick joke about me giving away the Mielle product line to my mom. My mom literally has dreads, so a lot of the things as far as it comes to like coiling custards and stuff, my mom has no business with those things, but she's just one of those people like, oh, don't throw the thing away, get a thing to me. So I gave it to my mom, and that was the end of it. Now this baby right here, the Rosemary mint line, is where my biggest issue is with Mielle. And I think my expectations were so high for this line of products because Rosemary is something that does extremely well in my hair, and it's something that I incorporate into a lot of my DIYs that I make with my natural products in my kitchen. So when I saw this product line, I definitely understand that it says like it's a strengthening shampoo and it also has biotin in it. Just in case you guys don't know, biotin is a supplement that a lot of people take when they're trying to grow their hair. I actually take biotin capsules as well, and so there are a lot of product lines that have actually started incorporating biotin into some of their products. This is the first product that I've ever used that incorporated it in. So if you've had experience with other brands that use biotin, let me know if you felt like the product had a drying effect for your hair. But this Rosemary Mint Strengthening, I honestly felt like they used the word strengthening, but this should have been clarifying. This works like as a clarifying shampoo. The first time that I used it, I didn't really peep how it drained my hair out because I had followed up with a deep conditioner afterwards, so I wasn't sweating it, and I feel like I didn't really pay attention to the fact that like it was drying to my. And the funnier thing here, so for those of you that have been sticking with me for a while since I like first started YouTube, you all remember that when I was applying the shampoo to my hair, I was like forming my hair into pigtails, a little raindrop hairdo, and all of that funny stuff. And I'm not going to lie, even in that video, if I'm not mistaken, I had said that I checked the back label of this product again to verify that they were saying that they were a sulfate-free shampoo, because the amount of foam that came from it, it's not foam, wow, the amount of lather that came out of this product was very weird for me. I know that lather is not really an indicator of if something is sulfate free or not, but I have noticed in my LillyPops studies, that a lot of the time when a product has lathered more, it has been more stripping for my hair personally. And so lather, in my mind, has always been like an indicator of sulfate. And while it was saying sulfate free, I didn't see any ingredients that were really alarming to me. I just felt like it was stripping. Like, this is definitely clarifying shampoo. Low-key, this can even be a detox shampoo to me because it's a little stronger than traditional clarifier. For those of you that don't really know what a hair mask is, it's just honestly different terminology that certain brands use. Some people say like a deep conditioner, some people say like a hair mask, some people call things a treatment. They're all essentially the same thing. It's just different terminology, and I don't like this either. So I told you guys all the time that it's very important to make sure that you're balancing out your hair regimen with not always focusing on deep conditioning week in and week out. At least that does not work for my hair regimen. I know there's different things out there, and deep conditioning weekly works for people, but my hair needs balance. And so I rotate between deep conditioning and doing like a strengthening treatment on my hair. So if I deep condition during this wash day, next week I'll do a strengthening treatment, then I'll go back to deep conditioning the third week, and the next week I'll do a strengthening treatment. So every month, like if there's 4 weeks in the month, I do two deep conditioning a month and 2 strengthening treatments a month. So the way that I've turned lemon into lemonades with this is, if I'm making a deep conditioning treatment, I will put a bit of this into that deep conditioner if I want it to have more of a strengthening effect. Like, that's one of the things I've started doing, and I feel like when I do that with this, it works out well. And I'm just highlighting this not because I'm telling you to go start like mixing things if you don't want to, but because I really don't believe in like throwing out your hair products. Definitely gift it to someone that may like it if they have a different hair type than you, or they just want to give it a try, or see what you can mix products with to make it something that works for you. And that's what I did, and so it's worked well. Then the Rosemary and Mint Strengthening Oil. Now, this is the one thing, it's not zooming in. This is the one thing that went well for me with this line. Yeah, I love rosemary oil. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it works well. It's not something that I use all of the time. It's like right here. I don't use it all of the time, but I do use it occasionally, maybe like once a week, in comparison to how often I kind of use oils. That's not really a lot, just in case you're wondering. But I love the rosemary oil. Rosemary oil is something that I've made atop my stove before. So the fact that I now have it in this bottle with the perfect applicator just works ideally for me. So this is the only thing that I like from the rosemary and mint line. I made lemon out of lemonade. Am I saying that wrong? Wow, I made lemonade out of lemons. I can't believe I've said that wrong so many times. You guys know what I meant. And this one is a no for me, like not at all. Not at all. So yeah, let me know your experience with Mielle Organics product line. So my LillyPops, I hope that that was helpful. I'm trying to be transparent here and not make it come off like I only use DIYs in my hair, or like I'm always gonna tell you the great stuff about every single product. There are some things that I don't like, and it's definitely okay to say that you don't like it. What doesn't work for me works for you. What doesn't work for you may work for me. My LillyPops, you know the vibes. Pop off.